In communication system, next we pass on to the propagation of electromagnetic waves. In communication, using radio waves and antenna at the transmitter radiates the electromagnetic waves, which travel through the space and reach the receiving antenna at the other end. As the electromagnetic waves travel away from the transmitter, the strength of the wave keeps on decreasing. Several factors influence the propagation of electromagnetic waves and the path they follow. At this point, it is also important to understand the composition of the Earth atmosphere as it plays a vital role in the propagation of EM waves. Ground wave. To radiate signal with high efficiency, the antenna should have a size comparable to the wavelength lambda of the signal, at least lambda by 4. At longer wavelengths, that is at lower frequencies, the antennas have large physical size and they are located on or very near to the ground. In standard AM broadcast, ground-based vertical towers are generally used as transmitting antennas. For such antennas, ground has a strong influence on the propagation of the signal. The mode of propagation is called surface wave propagation, and the wave glides over the surface of the earth. A wave induces current in the ground over which it passes, and it is attenuated as a result of absorption of energy by the earth. The attenuation of the surface wave increases very rapidly with the increase in frequency. The maximum range of coverage depends on the transmitted power and frequency less than a few megahertz. Sky waves. In the frequency range from a few megahertz up to 30 to 40 megahertz. Long distance communication can be achieved by ionospheric reflection of radio waves back towards the earth. This mode of propagation is called skywave propagation, and it is used by shortwave broadcast services. The ionosphere is so called because of the presence of large number of ions or charged particles. It extends from a height of approximately 65 km to about 400 km above the Earth's surface. Ionization occurs due to the absorptions of the ultraviolet and the other high energy radiation coming from the sun by air molecules. This is the reason why the electromagnetic waves are transmitted at a critical angle to ensure that the waves undergo total reflection and reaches the ground without escaping into space. The shortest distance between the transmitter and the point of reception of the sky wave along the surface is called as skip distance. The electromagnetic waves are transmitted from the ground at a particular angles. When the angle of emission increases, the reception of ground waves decreases. At one point, there will be no reception due to ground waves and marked as A. If the angle of emission is increased further, the receptions of sky waves starts at point B. There is a zone where there is no reception of electromagnetic waves, neither ground nor sky, called as skip zone or skip area. Next. Sky waves, the degree of ionization varies with the height. At great heights, the solar radiation is intense, but there are few molecules to be ionized. Close to the Earth, even though the molecular concentration is very high, the radiation intensity is low, so that the ionization is again low. However, at some intermediate heights, there occurs a peak of ionization density. The ionospheric layer acts as a reflector for a certain range of frequencies, 3 to 30 megahertz. Electromagnetic waves of frequency higher than 30 MHz penetrate the ionosphere and escape. These phenomena are shown in the figure. The phenomenon of bending of EM waves show that they are diverted towards the Earth is similar to total internal reflection in optics. Space wave. Another mode of radio wave propagation is by space waves. A space wave travels in a straight line from transmitting antenna to the receiving antenna. Space waves are used for line of sight communication as well as satellite communication. At frequencies above 40 MHz, communication is essentially limited to line of sight path. At these frequencies, the antennas are relatively smaller and can be placed at heights of many wavelengths above the ground. Because of line of sight nature of propagation, direct waves get blocked at some point by the curvature of the earth as illustrated in the figure. If the signal is to be received beyond the horizon, then the receiving antenna must be high enough to intercept the line of sight waves. If the transmitting antenna is at height h1, ht, then you can show that the distance to the horizon is given as dt is equal to root of 2 r ht, where r is the radius of the earth. It is approximately 6,400 kilometers. dt is also called radio horizon of the transmitting antenna. With reference to figure, the maximum line of sight distance dm between the two antennas having heights ht and hr above the earth is given by dh is equal to root of 2r ht plus root of 2r hr, where h z is the height of the receiving antenna. Television broadcast, microwave links, and satellite communication are some examples of the communication system that use space wave mode of propagation. The above figure summarizes the various modes of wave propagation discussed so far. Thank you.